Here we go. We know what we're doing. Y'all are pros already. You're like, I have absorbed all of this information. I am now the most dangerous mind revelation player ever. If not, things are as clear as mud. I love comments. I love, I love y'all. You ask them in the comments. Reach out to me in game. If you send me a friend request, please, say, hey, I watch your videos. There's something about being familiar with me, because when I just get a friend request, I generally just dismiss them because I don't like loading up a big list for the sake of having a bunch of friends. I want to know how does it? I just want things to be clear as far as how the communication is going to go. So say, hey, I have a video here. That's why I sent you a request, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, that we can communicate. If you've got a question that I haven't really gone over or we quite missed, feel free to ask. Please do. Or watch this over and over and over again because you are crazy, like Leto. That is the Leto way. Here we go. Path of least resistance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got the poison wood. Yeah, yeah. All right. That was the silliest song I've ever sung. But I want to go through this quick. This last installment needs to be a finished skis, and it doesn't need to be that long anymore because what I appreciate about what we've done so far is getting through levels 3 through 8. 3 through 8 is the worst part of this whole process because of how many levels that have the randomness to it that can be absolutely demolish a run. But through those runs, an epic buff is what we want there. We need laws of survival. We need it. But these are still helpful. The not getting, this is good recruiting, not getting poisonwood totem towers on every level is really what it's all about as far as scoring the highest or very high. Okay, hey, that's good. So getting all but one is really lucky. Really, really lucky. I'll take 2 or 3 hits on a typhoon sometimes because I've just gone too far with too good of buffs and such that I can't afford to. I don't want to lose my mind any more that I already have trying to perfect this. That will be the day. Maybe I've done it, I don't know, and maybe I've broken the code or the internets, not the ebony nets, as the young people say, to this whole deal. I just don't know it yet because I haven't tested that's good, Junior Recovery, every single, possibility. It's impossible. All right. So we're trucking. Holy Wrath, you never want to use. Holy Wrath destroys the Poisonwood Totem. We don't want it. We don't want it. Okay. I was just checking to see where is it going to take us back. I don't know. Let's check out our attributes. Okay. I wish we had more there. Damn it. Uh, this is very, very, very low. I would like to see this over 500 at least right now. Okay. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. Our points are good, but our strength is low. All right. We're not going to heal. You want to save things now. We're really banking on the fact that we're going to get, law of survival, triple I, hand of famine. Something like hand of plague even. All right. Here is another point where it's like, I need some help. I have to get these buffs in the next 3 levels. This is what you want because you have a 4th opportunity. This is good. It's level 3. This is better because it's going to save you more time, potentially. Way more. Having an extra chance, higher percentage to get what you want. Joy. Okay? That's why that one helps you. And it helps you earliest on. But here is the crossroads into the second and toughest stage. Level 10 is a bonus level, right? No, it's not. This is a checkpoint with the treasure and high priest. The bonus level is 8. Watch this. Damn it, a typhoon. Ah, what do we want here? You must get strength in numbers. The dumbest one ever. This dumb. 10% to 10% increase against Mind Guard and High Priest. Get out of town. Rehab 1% of maximum troop amount for all troop slots each time you enter new. Come on. Get out of here. Then not a poison wood? Damn. Reset? Ah, level 8. Now level 10, which is the halfway point. What the heck? We don't want to do that. So what we want to do here is we didn't get a poison wood totem, but it's not a crescent. However, we didn't get strength in numbers. We got to exit out. Don't select one. Don't select one. Exit out of the game. Don't reset. Don't select. Exit out of the game to go back in to explore. Strength in numbers. There it is. That is very lucky to get it on the second try, honestly. 50% off buying runes from Mayan Market. We haven't seen a market yet, and we might not see one ever. Some of these things are so bad. That's why it's worth going through again. Of course, we want more numbers. There is strength there. Least amount possible. That's nice. Now we're going to know what we get sooner. But regardless, not over, by the way, we're going to keep going because we're not going back to stage 8. Lest we spend 7 more hours here. All right. This sucks. We've got a 10% defense increase here. But here we've got a 10% siege attack increase here. Defense or attack. Like I said, I prefer or I prioritize attack. Damn it. We're at level 11. Level 12. Then level 13 is when the poison starts. We don't have laws of survival yet. We are not in good shape. And we're not getting a lot of healing runes. We do have some, but we need recoveries, baby. So let's see how lucky or how much fortune we experience through this. Notice, we are still getting double gold. All right. But I don't know. Are we seeing less golds in the treasure chest or less treasures? No, that's a double. So that 20%, what do you call it? The 20% decrease in your gold, 25% decrease in your gold gains because of the hand of death. We're not really experiencing that debuff. Okay? But we don't have hand of famine yet either, so we're not really getting any help. Our stats should be so much higher, exponentially higher, and I'm bummed that we haven't just seen a couple of them at least. And we're not getting any runes from the bad guys. All right? It's a bummer. But at least we have seen what I am talking about, and it should appear that I know what I am talking about. All right? We really need some things to fall into place. But sometimes it's best to experience the worst so that when it does work your way, you're like, whoa, I see how much of a difference this makes. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what you need and must have and why and when. All right. And if I got that, oh, yeah, of course that looks good. But since I didn't, and you see how much I'm struggling, if you will, when you experience getting all the stuff that I talked about as far as must have, so on and so forth, and poisonwood totems, it paints the whole picture. That's the silver lining, I guess you could say, the glass half full. All right, remember we got a holy wrath. Yeah, you don't get any points. Yeah, we're gonna take some hits here. Get ready, my friends. We're gonna take some. But we need those points. We want those points. Come on, baby, let's get those points. We're going to lose a lot of HP, 5% each time, and then 10% by occupying that. We do have a Junior Steen recovery rune. We're going to use it. We're going to use it, and we're not going to get a live stream here anyway. So we're going to use it before we occupy that building because we're going to lose a lot. And we're going to be in bad shape because next level, poison fog, baby. Right now is the time where it's like, I need laws of survival or otherwise we're not going to finish this run. It's just not going to happen. Okay. Oh, 3 recoveries. That's awesome. Look at that. We're not even close. We might need to use another one after this because these guys are getting buff skis and we have not increased in strength a lot skis. We should have 1,000 gold right now with money and fog. You know what I'm saying? HP. We want HP. I'm going to prioritize attack though. Here we go. 506 million. That is a heavy damage dealing dad guy. Now he's a dead guy. But we're struggling. Main force suppression. We want that. It's going to stack. Hand of Death is the worst. Don't ever get it. You can't use healing runes. And it only gives you all troops attack 10%, deals. Zip it. Main force suppression. That is going to stack on the other main force suppression. And that brought those up a whole heck of a lot. We have been not getting big bonuses at all, honestly, until we stack that one. I want us to see how Hand of Famine, though, comes into play. Okay? To experience that with such a large amount, which we don't have, a huge amount of gold is really a sight to behold, a treasure for the eyes and the soul. To see the crazy levels at which people can get to in this game. You know what I mean? It's server war. You're going against the K45, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 50. All right, and their buffs are over 10K or at 1 million. They're literally, Ebony God incarnate, totally just indestructible. You never thought or it could ever reach those heights. That's what I'm talking about in this minigame. All right. Here's what sucks too. We got the poison fog, but what do we not have? No tower. We want a tower. We're missing out on 100 points here, not just 80 because it's, Crescent's 20. We're missing out on 100 points. Level 8. Remember when I said level 3 to 8 is the worst part? Level 8 to 15 or 14 is the worst part. No tower at all. I would reset if I wasn't making a video that I wanted to keep under 10 hours. But we're going to go through, and there's a Mayan market. This has become a real shit run, like a real shit run. I don't even care about doing the least amount as possible because medium justice, dispelling, teleportation, ranged ground. This is rubbish. If there were a junior recovery or something, I would get it. If I had Hand of Famine and Hand of Plague, I would buy these runes because that stacks or increases with Hand of Plague. Hand of Famine's gold, Hand of Plague is runes. Okay? Look at that. We are just taking it, pow, right in the kisser. We are not even getting a lot of runes. We're getting very low regular buffs. 1,068,000. Let's see this. Oh, 50 points though. 1 million. It was 68,000. We just lost 45,000 there. 48, 43,000. That's nuts. 43,000 for each of those. 50 points. We want them. That's why Laws of Survival, which doesn't take damage from Poison Fog, is so valuable. We're going to lose all of our troops here because we're not going to go through this level without clearing the poison fog. I refuse to. I would rather die. Ah, all right, here we go. Come on, be good to us. Seriously, this is like do or die. Here's that moment where if I don't get laws of survival here, I'm resetting to level 8. We doubled up on lucky upgrading. Those don't stack. We're not going to get 8, so don't pick that. Increase all troops attack by 1.5 and reduces all troops defense for 1% for each mine gold. Your attack can't get so high that it overshadows 1% defense loss for each gold. I'm going to go in the negative on defense and not barely get any increase for a 1.5% attack. This is the worst. This is mounted in ground. Hey, at least we got something from here. I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry. And then not a live stream. See how, and you already know, you've played this game before, this it can be so punishing, you know? You might not even play this game, this event because of just the sheer frustration of not getting any help. That is the setback. That is the can you get through that for the sake of winning the gold so that you can get Caesar and all of the and the potential of your gameplay and your growth in this game now that you have such a strong, powerful, and I think the best. What do you call it? We already looked at that one, didn't we? The monster general. Oh man, that just duel. I mean, that takes off far more than any Poisonwood Totem Tower. Okay, we were lucky to even have those recovery runes to get this much back. Ah, shit. Come on. We've only recruited twice, 3 times, thrice, and they're still losing troops too, right? It's brutal. Brutal. Once you get all of those epic buffs and runes, there is never any treasure chest under the poison fog. They are only obstacles that are worth points. Okay, and we're hurting for a squirtin of live stream. Guaranteed at 16 or 18. I don't think it's always guaranteed here. So thank you. We had to use a lot of healing, and look, we didn't even get it taken up to the top. Reset? Nope, that's level 8. Here's our next bonus. 14. That's our next bonus stage. Typhoon Totem. I want a poison. Level 14. So here's finally the relief. Now that you got through those previous levels, I'm not going to reset any more unless I get this one here in the next 2. I think I've been on this one before, and I had refreshed it 50 times. I mean, I shut the game down. I got, rebooted it. This is actually good as far as that goes. Now, remember, we want laws of survival because there's poison here on out, and we need it. We also got a stage randomly without a tower. Okay, so we're missing massive amount of points there. We are getting just pummeled to death by poison left and right and fog and oh my goodness, come on. At least we got a healing room, but that's only 1 slot. Boom! What a gift, a mana from Olympus. Does not take damage when dispelling poisonous fog. Hands down, it's what you want. If whenever that shows up before level 13, you want to get it over the other ones. Maybe that one might be the best to get, or no, money and fog, but it wouldn't help us that much because we don't want to die. Laws of survival. Power blood is mounted. You don't want that. We already have unstoppable force. Those don't stack. That wouldn't be 60% and 6%. I don't think. I'm not ever going to try. I don't want that one. Woo! Now, don't be afraid. Your troop circle is going to it's going to shake red. Yeah, but you didn't lose any from clearing the fog. You lost something from the totem. Woohoo! Is is fortune smiling upon us now? Okay, we have we have struggled so much. All right, what's our number here? 26722. Ah, blanked red. 26722. It's true. You're not getting any damage. Okay, I hate that. I hate that it like jars you like that because it makes me feel like I'm still losing things, but you're not. Don't worry. We are down a lot of troops here. Um, we I should have used the live stream already. There. That wasn't, the most prudent thing. Or there we go. Because we're gonna lose more, and uh, we want the potential to get more runes to make up that difference. Whatever. Resetting bonus stages. We have seen what it's all about, what that language actually means. Okay. We can reset to 14 now, but we're going to lose laws of survival. So we don't want to reset now. We're going to the end, irregardless, not a word away. We're going to the end now that we've got laws of survival. And we just got to get wicked, wicked lucky on the last like two stages, pretty much. And we won't be able to reset again until 18, I think. I forget. Yeah, 18, because you'll see. Here we go. We might not even. We're definitely strong enough to finish, but we're not strong enough to minimize troop loss. Okay. No, one defense. I'm always going to take attack as long as the what do you call it? The level is the higher or the same or higher, as long as it's not lower. Higher defense I'm taking than a lower attack. Okay. I mean that's just numbers. At least we're getting a few things there. It's positive for the most part. We are missing out on 100 points, 150 points as far as the totem towers go. So put that into context. Another 50 points. You're missing out on 200 points so far. 200. You should have 4,680 and maybe even a little bit more. I can't even remember. But hey, we are not getting poison fogged, which is great. Could still get money in fog, and that would help. So that's why I didn't click all the other ones. Okay, but it really makes a difference as far as what what epic we get here. Shit! Like literally bull shnikes. We need to use the health ones. We don't have any ranged or anything here. This sucks. I'm just going to pick that because nothing else helps. 14. That's a couple levels back. We need to. What did we get last? We got laws of survival last stage. So we'd have to go back to 14 and hope to get laws of survival again. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Okay. We're going to see how things fall, how they end up as we get into the end here. Because there's still, hey, that's really helpful. So that kind of makes up for some things going in. If we don't get Hand of Famine, getting uh, uh, triple lines at least triple lines is going to make a difference. This is the lowest amount of gold I've ever had going this high, though. All right, here, level 18, guaranteed a life stream. Guaranteed. This Mayan High Priest, we want a really good one. We want it so bad we can taste it, as the young people say. Missing out on what? 200 points? I forget now. I can't even remember. Not an epic one at all. Damn it. Level 14. No. Now, 13 and 14. Oh. There's a level with no tower, and there were no bad guys on it, right? Bad guys. Shoot, I know there was one level with no It never, ever, ever has any bad guys in it other than the high priest. Shoot, I don't know. I can't remember if you watch the video and see it. Excuse me. See? Stage 18, guaranteed. One of the levels you get to, I thought it was 16. It must be 15 now or something, where you don't ever get a tower or there are never any bad guys in it. Just the big bad guy. Anywho, they're always going to do their best to send you into level 19 with healed somewhat. And we need it. Why? Because there's a bunch of Mayan bad guys. A bunch of them. Ah! I always go for the priest first. Why? Because we're going to find out which epic buff we're going to get. And if we don't get what we want, we don't want to get hurt as much. So we're going to reset to 18. Okay? There is nothing in this level ever except for this big old gaggle of bad guys. But we are fairly mighty. These are not what we want. They're not going to help. You are going to reset until you get what it is that makes you sweat. I just wanted to rhyme again. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. That's what we're doing. Whatever I get on here, we're going to keep going. We're going to see how this ends. Wow. What a punishing run as far as the buffs go. We got a fair amount of runes, a fair amount of healing runes, and good timing when it came to the what do you call it? The live streams. Okay, pretty bad on the recruitment. We could have definitely gotten more there. I can't believe we saw a Mayan market. Like I barely ever see those. We didn't have to reset a whole lot at a few places where normally we would when you refresh for a poisonwood tower, but we are definitely experiencing the run that is so minimal as far as the score and ability to perhaps even complete it, unless you yourself are at a high monarch level, thus being a high general level with very strong specialized generals in siege that are maxed out. Okay. Okay. I swears hand to Zeus, Jupiter's stones, and all the other gods and goddesses of the pantheon that I don't know why I'm doing that. I could score really high. And all those other runes or epic buff skis make a massive difference and make the rest of this such a breeze. You'll be like, wow, I didn't know my siege game was so ironclad. Iron-blooded warrior. Wow! Look at me tying that together. This event, arena event, iron-blooded commander. That's what will make you yet. Yes. We want over, I think we want close to 6,000 or more here. All right. But regardless, not a word by the way. This was total waste. We really don't have schnip. I mean, it's bad. This is nowhere close to 800 million or whatever. Okay? That is bad. It's almost like I didn't get anything going through there. It's crazy. Here it is, stage 20. We are going to win, but we are missing a lot of troops. We don't have any recoveries for every slot. We do have 2 healing, so I'm going to heal my 2 largest marches. This is just for the sake of finishing this and to see what score we got. We, of course, are not, I don't even know if we'll score over 10,000 here, honestly, but we're going to finish. I just want to see what happens. If you do finish, you could still reset it and go to back to level 18 and hope that you get a better buff from the Mayan High Priest there. So you could potentially score very high with that one last epic buff if it's, triple lines or Hand of Famine. Okay, I healed with what I had. We never got Hand of Plague, so these don't even matter anymore. So we can do a Senior Blade Rune. Select a target dealing damage equal to 5% of maximum HP. 5% of their maximum HP. All right. Hey, I mean, it helps because this guy's strong AF. 1.4 billion. As the young people say, strong AF. Senior Blade Rune? Yep. You don't need to save him anymore. They're not helping you as far as any of that epic buff goes. Hand of Plague. These destroy other ones immediately, but they do not and cannot. Uh, what the frogs? Cannot hurt or work against the Mayan High Priest. But we took off, what, 3% there? Hey, everything helps, remember? That's our motto. We have a prediction rune now. Dispelling rune, teleportation. Look, teleportation. So you can this is how it works. I want to teleport that guy. Boom! You can do that in other levels, and it can help if you want to, like, I can't quite attack him. I got to see what's under here. All right. That was funny. But here's the prediction. All troops attack. We can definitely use that extra 100%. Okay? This is how the cookie crumbles. Hadouken! Hey, we got over 10,000. I'm surprised, honestly, but we missed out on 1,000 or more. We would have scored much higher had we recruited a couple more times and had we finished with these nearly full. Okay? We did not get any of our must-have buffs except for money bags and strength in numbers, but those are easy to get and refresh. We did get laws of survival after stage 13, thus we lost so many, took so much damage that we never fully recovered. But we finished with a fairly high score, but it's not going to be the highest that you can get. And dang it, the titles of this video series is how to score the highest, and I could not provide for you the proof in the pudding. What I'll do, I think, after I post these, and give brief descriptions, honestly, just so we get these out here. So much, if this is important to you or important to somebody, they're going to have fun with it. It's going to be awesome. Maybe you just like watching all of our things because we're in this community together and we love each other. It's awesome. Peace. This is cool. And I gave you the tools that you needed, even gave you the list. All right. What's on your list today? You're going to find it at Leto's corner of what can get you super high, wicked high, the best awesome score. Look at that. Laws of survival right at the beginning. That was nice. And then lucky upgrade right at the beginning. Thus, the rest of our buff chances were elevated massively. Okay? Doubled up on some must-haves anyways. But this is what you need to score the most. If you do this, you will see crazy numbers. It's really fun, honestly, to go through it so just like a boss like that, okay? But I'm going to keep playing this because we've got a few more days with it. And when I do finish it, I will take some screenshots and I'll make a post to say, look, I promise this is what I did. I mean, come on. You'll even be able to, verify it by date. I wasn't making it up because, I keep receipts, as the young people say. But yeah, if you want to try and get higher, which you can reset to 18 and hope to get a better buff before you get to that last boss here on stage 20. But we finished, okay? We finished with kind of some minimal help and or minimal, not even a lot of gold, but it didn't even matter because we didn't get Hand of Famine, right? But why did we do that? What was it all about? Well, I showed you what we are doing now with Caesar as pretty much going to be my main gang to monster hunt. Okay? Being able to get no wounded at only 4.4 million mark size on a B-19 is, I think, just kind of mind blowing. All right, only because I have seen, and I'm not comparing myself as better or anything, but I have seen march sizes in up to 8 million, 8 million in number, still get 10,000 wounded on a B-19 or something. All right. I know I have specifically committed and heavily invested in my monster marches and stuff, but for me and our alliance, it has provided so much more of those hard to get, expensive, no other way to get them besides being able to slay the biggest monsters on the map regularly and profit from it every time. That's why this is so important to me, not just because I love killing monsters more than anything, but because this this creates progress for you to be able to compete. Hands down. Okay? Yes, the element of this game and the competition is huge and it's most important to a lot of people, and that's fine. Have fun. I support you. You do you. Support each other and be good to each other. But I promise you, if you committed to something like developing your monster hunting capabilities, you will see your PvP capabilities, potency, and successes skyrocket because you'll never get to experience all of the loot and items and rarities that come with slaying monsters at will. It is awesome. That makes the revelation of Maya worth it, and the resetting to win it when you can, or at least rank high to continually build your monster main man Caesar. If you don't have Maria Teresa or Caesar, what are you doing? What are you doing? I know that you can rely on others and work with others, and that's cool too. And I'm not, forgive me, I'm not trying to step on anybody or poo poo anything. I'm just telling you that you can do so much for yourself and others if you commit to this part of the game too. Okay? You can't feed an army without food. So when someone calls me a farm, hey, I'm feeding everybody. Okay? You can have the biggest army out there, but if they've got nothing to eat, they are useless. So you can call me a farm all day long because I'm going to bring that food in and you're going to feast on it. Food. I just wanted to do a bunch of F's. I'm not mad at anybody or anything, but yeah, I have been called a farm and blah, 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 blah. But you can't feed an army without food. So you got to do some farming skis. Get out there, do the mind revelation. It's fun, it's awesome, it's torturous. Tell me about it. Like, subscribe, comment, share the good news. I'm Lito the Second in Ebony TKR, it's the R5 Life with Lito in Ebony, the King's Return, turn. Wow, 38-minute video? That's crazy. Yeah, but there's a couple hours before you watch it, you love it, you smell it. No, not quite. I did brush my teeth and stuff, but I'm so sweaty I haven't slept in like 2 days because of the new event and server war. Hope you all do everything awesome. I'll probably get all of this posted 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning, maybe. I don't know. I need to take a break and I need to go say hi, hug my kids, my wife's, meet somebody new. I don't know. They're downstairs and they're outside having fun, and I'm doing this, having fun and teaching you. And I don't know why I got all preachy and crazy there. It's just exciting. And I don't want to end at 38 minutes and 58 seconds. I want to end, kind of right at 40 because I said this is a 40-minute video. So, well, I don't know. It's only about 20 seconds, but that was an awkward 20 seconds, wasn't it? And we're still at 39 minutes, 42 seconds. We're committed to the revelation of Maya, and we'll do it over and over again so that we can commit to about 45 seconds of weirdness. Everything helps. I love you. I'm trying. I love you. Peace.